First, fast, and accurate. News Channel 25, WVTT.
Taking our first look at weather earlier today, we only made it up to 33 degrees, as you can see, with a mix of sun and clouds. Now, overnight tonight, a low of 26 with a few snow flurries, maybe even a snow shower around. Those snow flurries or showers expected to begin about 9:30 or 10 o'clock, around 9:30 in the western parts of our viewing area, closer to 10 o'clock in the eastern portions of the viewing area in Allegheny and Potter counties. Then tomorrow, lots of sunshine, still a few clouds around with a high temperature of 36 degrees. We'll have complete weather details coming up here on WVTT.
Global news update on WVTT.
A move to eliminate poaching in Kenya. The prime minister of that African nation wants to have poaching treated less like a wildlife crime and more like a national security concern. CNN's Nima El-Gabar reports from Nairobi with an exclusive look at the daunting task the anti-poaching forces face every day.
Crawling deep into the long grass, Kenyan Wildlife Service rangers painstakingly comb the scrubland for signs of intruders. But the bush is thick and the price of ivory rocketing on the black market.
We're out on patrol with one of the daily anti-poaching patrols that goes out here in Nairobi's National Park. It is difficult, dangerous work, and time again, no matter how often the Kenyan Wildlife Service seeks to step up its deployment, they're coming up against the same obstacle.
The rangers number fewer than 3,000 and are responsible for the elephants and rhinos spread across Kenya, a country roughly the size of France. Paul Mbugwa has been a ranger in the Kenyan Wildlife Service's military wing for the last 20 years. He knows only too well the dangers these men face every time they go out on a patrol.
A poacher has intent, and the intention is to kill elephants. If you stand between him and the ivory, you are sure going to be dead.
So really for your men, it's kill or be killed.
It's a war, and you are fighting faceless people. You don't know where they are. It's a guerrilla kind of war, and it's being fought from all fronts. You actually don't know where they will spring from. Perhaps even where we are, they could be hanging around here.
Animal rights groups say the price of ivory has tripled in recent years, fueled by a growing appetite for ivory products in increasingly affluent Asian countries, particularly China and Thailand. And the Kenyan authorities are overwhelmed.
From the start of this year, we had noticed that there is an increase, there's a spike in the poaching incidences. And what we did was to step up our anti-poaching operations. We deployed more resources, we deployed more personnel. However, even with the efforts we are doing, we noticed that the last year we lost approximately 360 elephants, as compared to the previous year, 2011, when we lost 289 elephants.
He says they used to know specific areas of the country where poachers could be found, but now they're everywhere.
Every place where we have an elephant, we have a poacher sitting in the wings, just waiting to strike.
For safety reasons, we're not able to venture out too far on patrol with the rangers. Last year, 6 rangers were killed in armed confrontations with poachers. Their names were added to the commemorative plaque that guards the entrance to Nairobi Safari Park, honoring those who have given their lives in the line of duty. Already in 2013, a herd of 12 elephants were killed and stripped of their tusks, the biggest single kill in Kenya in the last 2 decades. Yet, in spite of all the challenges, Mbugwa says it will not deter him or his rangers from protecting what he calls their heritage. He only hopes the world will find a way to stand with them and stem this deadly and illegal trade once and for all. Nemel Bagher, CNN, Nairobi.
The push for stopping gun violence is coming to the front door of the nation's largest retailer. Protesters are planning to deliver a petition to Walmart demanding it stop selling semi-automatic weapons. George Howell explains.
A month after the tragedy in Newtown, some gun control activists are turning their focus on the world's largest retailer and a top gun seller, Walmart. The company, which pledged after the Brady Bill expired in 2004 that it would not sell assault weapons, actually does sell semi-automatic firearms in many of its stores that many people would describe as assault weapons. On Tuesday, the advocacy group someofus.org will lead a protest in front of the Walmart near Newtown to present a petition. A spokeswoman for the group tells CNN, quote, "We want Walmart to see that over 250,000 people, its customers and potential customers, want Walmart to stop selling assault weapons." Walmart has not yet responded to CNN's latest request for an explanation of its policy on gun sales, but in a recent interview with CNN's Gary Tuchman, Walmart Vice President David Tovar had this to say.
All of our decisions are based on what our customers want and the law. And of course, if the law were to change, we'd follow the law. One of our sayings at Walmart is, the customer is number one. That's who we focus on. That's who we listen to. They guide our decisions.
While Walmart doesn't provide statistics on actual gun sales, the company said in late December it sells guns in roughly 1,800 of its 4,000 stores. It sells semi-automatic rifles in about 1,200 of those stores. Even though no guns in the Newtown massacre were bought from Walmart, the company has stopped selling the Bushmaster AR-15 rifle that the gunman used. Tovar says that after the Newtown shooting, Walmart executives discussed the issue of firearm responsibility internally and with outside experts.
And we have heavy hearts when those types of unfortunate incidents do happen. But we do know that we have a very strong program to sell firearms in the most responsible manner as we can.
Walmart critics say that's not nearly enough. George Howell, CNN, Atlanta.
School employees are among 50 people arrested in a child sex exploitation scandal. Mike DeForest has our story.
Sheriff's office. How you doing?
One by one, men show up at a home in Oviedo thinking they're going to have sex with a child, according to investigators. Instead, they're taken down by undercover deputies. Authorities have arrested these 50 people as part of Operation Cardea, named after the Roman goddess who protects the home. Among them, 4 local school employees.
Jorge, do you understand the proceedings today?
Jorge Ferreira teaches science at a Coe middle school. Investigators say he showed up at a convenience store thinking he was going to be meeting up with a 14-year-old boy.
He can't be around children, and therefore that may impact on his work.
David Miller, who works as an interpreter for deaf children at Lake Sibelia Elementary in Orange County, is accused of posting an online ad seeking a 13-year-old boy. No one answered the door at the home of Anthony Wilkes. The Seminole County school maintenance worker allegedly sent inappropriate photos of himself to a detective he thought was an 11-year-old girl. And New Smyrna Beach high school English teacher Duncan St. Gelais is accused of bringing condoms to have sex with a 14-year-old girl.
He sent us his actual photograph and was quoted by saying that he had a lot to lose.
And taking a look now at the WVTT Wall Street wrap-up. It's presented by News Radio 96.7 WVTT. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up almost 28 points, closing at 13,535. The NASDAQ down 7, closing at 3111. And the S&P up almost 2, closing at 1472. Coming up on Twin Tiers Evening News, we'll take a look at WVTT Sports. Also coming up, our community calendar and meteorologist Jim Rinaldi with a snowy forecast overnight. We'll have weather details straight ahead here on WVTT.